Alright, so right now I'm going to talk about No Man's Sky and what's going on. If you don't know what No Man's Sky is, it's a game for the PS4 that's supposed to release sometime either this year or the next, doesn't matter, but there's this whole thing going on about No Man's Sky being leaked onto a Reddit post and people going crazy because, well, it's not living up to their expectations. And the thing about this is that it's a leak, and we don't know if it's a demo or an altered version of the game. The whole thing could be a lie, basically a ruse to get the public angry, and that's exactly what happened on that board. People are angry and frustrated that the game did not live to their expectations. And basically, it's only a few people, I think, that actually have access to this demo or the game itself. But the point is, why are you getting yourself flustered if you haven't actually played the game yourself? You know, what is the point behind that? What is the point? I ask you, the viewer, why are people getting angry about a so-called review that, is probably not legitimate? Just some guy on the internet, it could be faked, and they're getting angry and they're probably attacking the company behind this game, and they're like, oh no, the game sucks. Now what am I gonna buy for my PS4 or whatever? Apparently the game was gonna be out on PS4 and possibly PC. It's not the point. Point is, apparently, according to this person, the game sucks. Or possibly, just maybe, the person behind this so-called review overhyped the game. It's a common theme you see going around, is that people overhype the game and they're like, oh wow, this is the greatest thing to ever hit the gaming scene since Mario on the 8-bit consoles or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah. And they make these assumptions by just viewing a trailer, or viewing 2 minutes of gameplay footage, when you really should take things with a grain of salt and actually, be patient and, not try to hype things up too far, because, as things are pretty difficult as a game developer, and it's kind of a difficult thing to live up to expectations of fans, and the fans themselves should remember that, but they don't. The same cycle continuously happens over and over again. People overhype a certain game, and then if a game doesn't live up to to the slightest thing that they expected, the game itself is trashed completely by the fans or would-be fans, and you end up with a tarnished game. All because, people can't curb the hype a bit. Just curb it. Curb it. Alright? Just relax and curb your hype. Just a little bit. Or a lot, in your case. Because you seem to be overhyping things far too much. Far too much, okay? It's a game. You have expectations, but you should keep them in check. It's, it takes a tremendous amount of work to implement things and to create especially an open sandbox world. It takes a lot of time and effort and resources, and sometimes things won't live up to your initial expectations, and that's alright, so long as the game is good. And that's what No Man's Sky should be about. People shouldn't be making this big mess about it. They should wait. You should wait. You should wait until the game releases. You have your hands on the controller or mouse or keyboard or whatever it is. You play the game and you make your own judgment. Okay? And if you like the game, you're enjoying it, and you're spending a few hours on it a day or whatever it is you do, you're like, oh, you know what, this game is pretty good. I like it. And there you go, you have your own opinion. That's another thing. Some people complain that the game was only 30 hours. 30 hours, but that's not bad. Well, what are you expecting? 500 hours worth of gameplay? Supposedly the person who is behind this demo, they reached the center of the galaxy in 30 hours. I mean, good for you. And still, we don't know if it's a actual gameplay or a demo or whatever. So yeah, calm down, people.